Good morning to one and all. Welcome to CSCpedia. So today we're going to discuss about structuring our HTML document. So how we structure our HTML document? As we know, HTML is hypertext markup language. Okay. So how to structure your HTML document? So there are some steps to be followed so that it will be easier for you. First one, add the HTML tag on the first line of the file before anything else. Okay, so you guys already know about how to structure a HTML document, but it gives you some basic idea and what are the steps to be followed so that you will not forget structuring of HTML document. The first one is add the HTML tag on the first line of the file before anything else. Second, add the HTML end tag on the last line of the file after everything else. Okay, the first one is we need to add the HTML tag on the first line of the file before anything else. That means before writing anything, we should add the starting tag, beginning tag of HTML, and at last we will add end tag of HTML. Next, add the document header by adding a head tag on the line underneath the HTML tag and the end tag of head on the line beneath that. So in between these two HTML tags, we will write a header tag. So add the document header by adding a head tag on the line underneath the HTML tag and end tag of head on the line beneath that. So between the opening and closing head tags, add the title tags. So opening tag of title and closing tag of title. So enter the text my first web page between the title tags. So you can take whatever title you want. Here I took enter the text my first web page between the title tags. So underneath the head tag, here comes our important tag called body tag. Okay, so in the body tag we can write paragraph tag, we can write the headings tag, heading tags and all, so we can write that, and finally save the file. So how to save the file? So .html, so we can save the file using .html. So these are the basic steps of performing how to structure your HTML document. Next is HTML formatting. So what is this HTML format? Okay, here the major thing depends upon the browser. The browser automatically determines the position of the line breaks. So what does browser do here? Browser automatically determines the position of the line break. It tries to fit all of the text into current window so that the user does not need to do any horizontal scrolling. Okay, so what's the important point here? It tries to fit all of the text into the current window so that the user does not need to do any horizontal scrolling. If the browser window changes size, the browser reforms the document. What if browser window changes its size? The browser reformats the document. Next, it also ignores extra spaces. So this is an important point here. If there are two spaces between words in the HTML file, the browser will display the text in exactly the same way as if there was only one. So what's the second point here? If there are two spaces between words in the HTML file, the browser will display the text in exactly the same way if there was only one. And the next one is blank lines are ignored in a similar way. The browser also tries to correct errors in incorrect HTML such as HTML contain overlapping tags. When doing so, the browser may incorrectly interpret the HTML document, making it a wiser choice to write correct HTML. So if you have any blank lines here, so blank lines are ignored. So this is all about HTML formatting. And most important is paragraphs, line breaks and pre-formatting. So we know what a paragraph tag is. We already discussed about paragraph tag here. So if you want to write any paragraph, we use opening tag of P and closing tag of P. Okay, so that's a paragraph tag. And line breaks. If you want to start a new line, so we use a break tag here. So that's called line break. So the tag BR is used to start a new line. BR is standalone tag, that means there is no closing BR tag. Okay, and remember, if we use H1, we have a closing H1 tag. If we use paragraph, we have a closing paragraph tag, but there is no closing BR tag. Note that BR does not place a line space between the two lines. So what does BR do? Does not place a line space between the two lines. To do that, you need to use the paragraph tag. So if you want line spaces between two lines, so no need to use BR tag, we simply use paragraph tag. So do not forget to add the ended paragraph tag. Although most browsers will display HTML correctly, even if you forget the end tag. If you forget the paragraph tag, that's fine, but it's a better option to write the end tag of paragraph. Okay, so it's better not to forget the end tag. The tag pre. So here pre is most important, defines pre-formatted text. The text inside a pre element is displayed in a fixed width font, and it preserves both spaces and line breaks. Okay, so what is this pre tag does? So pre tag mainly does, for example, you are writing a pre tag, and if you are giving some spaces, if you are writing in between two sentences, if you use spaces, and you keep on entering new information, and you keep on giving spaces, but if you save that without using pre tag, what happens? A normal text will be displayed, that's it. So if you use pre tag, what happens is, so how you formatted the text, the same will be printed in the browser. Okay, so all these points will check in a practical. Okay, let's start by showing it practically. So let's take a new file here. So I'm going to save it, save as in desktop, secproc.html. Okay, right. So we discussed how we format our HTML and what is pre-tag. Okay, so what is the use of pre-tag? So we'll see with an example. Okay, so we'll see how to format that as well. So what I said, first we'll use doctype HTML. Okay, and we'll start with HTML tag and we'll close with HTML tag. So that's what we discussed, right? So after this HTML tag, what we said, we have a head tag and we'll close with a head tag, isn't it? So in between head tag, as I said, we use a title tag, my web page, and I'm closing my title tag. Okay, so I'm done with head, and next we use body tag. Okay, close body tag as well. Okay, here I'm writing h1. This is my first heading. Okay, and paragraph. closing my paragraph tag. So let's save it and see what happens. So I'm opening my second program here. So these are the tags which I already discussed, right? So we need to add a new tag which we call it as pre-tag. So let's see what happens with that pre-tag. Okay, so this is my first heading, and got lorem ipsum, lorem ipsum, lorem ipsum, like that. So now let's go to a program here. So what I will do is I will use a pre-tag, and I will close my pre-tag. So now what I will do is, so for 1 second. So if you are not giving any spaces here, for example, we give space like this and enter. Okay, and again enter. Okay, and save it and check it out, refresh it. Can you see any changes? So what I did here, I have given spaces, I pressed enter, but do we see any changes here? No, right? So in order to see the correct formatting which we are writing, the text formatting, we should use pre-tag. So let me show you. So write pre-tag here, okay, and close this with pre-tag. Save it, okay, and refresh it. See, this is what we formatted in our Notepad++, and the same thing which we are getting here. So that's the importance of pre-header. Okay. Now we'll see another program. Okay, I'm simply removing the pre-tag here. Okay, and I'm writing. I'm taking h2 tag. Okay, and this is second heading. Okay, and I'm writing a paragraph tag here. So when we write different tags, it's important to check which tags are we using. And paragraph. So if you save it, if you refresh it, so you can see this is my second tag, and if you see the paragraph for the first one is changed to normal way because we have removed pre-tag. Okay, and this is my second tag, and we have done this. So now I will use break here. So this is a break tag. What happens? So break always used to as a new line. Okay. Now again I will use break here, and if you clearly observe, we are not writing the closing tag of BR for break tag, so there will be no closing tag for BR, remember. So I am refreshing it. Okay, now if you want to use bold for when, so if you see the paragraph here, when we write different tags, so out of that statement if you want to change when to bold, so I will use strong tag. Okay, So before n, what I will do is I will write strong. Okay, and after when I will use strong. So refresh it and you can see here when is changed to bold. Now I want to change important to italic. So if you want to change the word important to italic, I will use I tag. So before important I will use I tag and I will close with I tag. To refresh it, see important is changed to italic. Okay, so in this way we can use different tags. Okay, so while discussing some few tags, like if we discuss 3 to 4 tags, so we will write programs on those 3 to 4 tags. So it's better in that way, so that so discussing all the tags and showing practically all the tags, so that you guys will forget. So it's better to discuss 4 tags and working on those 4 tags will give you better understanding. Okay, so with this video I'm stopping here. So what we discussed here will revise. So here we discussed about text formatting. We have used pre-tag, and we discussed about break tag, and we discussed about strong, and we discussed about I, that is italic tag. So there are many tags which we can use, but basically depending upon the requirement only we will use those tags. Okay, so this is all about text formatting, some different tags. Okay, so HTML structure. So I hope you understood this video. So I request everyone, those who are watching for the first time, please subscribe to our channel. Please share our videos to your friends and well-wishers, and please tell your friends to subscribe our channel for more videos, and please support us in all ways. Okay, so thank you very much. Have a nice day.